Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. So in today's video, I'm going to show you my go-to staples for a perfect summer makeup. So this is the kind of look I'd wear if I was on holiday or kind of going out for drinks. This would be the sort of look I'd do in a gorgeous piazza somewhere in Europe. But hey ho, I'm in Costa del Somerset instead. And while I've got your attention, if you're not subscribed, please hit that button. If you want to see more tips and tricks from a pro makeup artist of 15 years, I show you everything, my friends. I show you everything. I really focus on keeping it real and easy. I focus on creating cool, feminine, chic makeup looks that make you feel good. And there's a whole load more beauty explored in there too. So let's get to it. So I've already done my skincare earlier on and my SPF and all that stuff. I'm just going to revitalise the hydration on my skin. So I'm using the Roche-Posay Toleriane Ultra 8, and it's a facial mist basically, which really hydrates the skin because I want to increase a little bit of slip on the surface, but I don't want to go in with moisturisers or else it'll be too wet. And this just feels amazing. And you can see that gorgeous kind of sheen it instantly gives to the skin. And this isn't just water. This has glycerin in there, so that will act as a humectant, keeping the surface hydration on the skin, which is really, really key. It's not just a water spray, my friends. So next I'm going to go in with these Kiko Pure Clean Scrub and Peel Wipes, because this look is all going to be about the lip. Coming on summer. So rather than using a whole wipe, and can you see this edge has, this side has dots on it, while this one doesn't. So what these do is they beautifully exfoliate the lips. So I tear that one and I put this one back in the packet, and I love these. These are the best product I've ever found, and I think I picked this trick up from Lucia Pica, working with her backstage. And you use it on the lip, and it, I mean, you would not want to use these on your face. But you know, something almost feels tingly because it's so, like, refreshing. Because it's all about the prep, it's all about the prep. Oh yeah, that feels so good. And then I'm going to go in lip balms. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Oil Crystal Elixir. It's got a roller ball, it's really convenient. Smells like vanilla. It is muy bien. I'm gonna go with one of my bloody most favourite foundations. So if you look at me, are you looking at me? Because I'm looking at you. Not really, I can't see you, I'm just looking at my phone. Can you see that my chest has caught the sun? And you know, I've been wearing SPF everywhere. My body catches colour very quickly, but my face doesn't. So I've gone a little bit warmer versus what my face is to my body. This is my most favourite foundation, this Luminous Silk by Giorgio Armani. I love this foundation. I got married 6 years ago this year, and I was on hunt to find the foundation. I worked for Mac at the time, so I had a plethora of foundations to choose from. However, it wasn't one I want to truly just like absolutely love, but this one to me is absolutely gold standard. So I'm taking the product, popping it on the back of my hand. Like I said, I've gone a bit warmer, so this is a 5.75. But what I'm looking to do, rather than just match just my face, I'm really looking at taking that, not literally taking it down, because that'd be a bit odd, but just warming up my skin a little bit so I tell one colour story. Because obviously coming into summer, we're showing our skin off a little bit more. And this is a, God, even the smell of this foundation, it's just gorgeous. This is a By Joy brush. Love these brushes. This is the multi-use number 005 brush, sorry. But look at that as it goes on. And I'm pulling whatever excess is left, so there's no edges, down. And all you do is prep your skin to however your skin is for you. So if you're a little bit oilier, this is actually a really nice formulation that works well on an oily skin actually. You know, just use slightly more oil control skincare or primers or whatnot. And if you're on the slightly dry side, you want to just make sure you've got that nice bit of slip underneath, you might want to go in a bit more with a bit more of a richer moisturiser or like hydrating primer. I look well tired. Let's delete that from the under eye. This is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, love, love, love. This is a really super quick makeup look. And if I wasn't talking to camera, this would probably take me like 5 minutes in like real time. This is the shade Custard. Just blending that out. Look at that. She's a bit more awake now. And then wherever you need just a bit more coverage, you can just go in, like I always find the nose stays a little bit red. What concealer do you guys use at the moment? Have you even tried this one? Because this to me is a gold standard concealer. Oh, she's awake. She is awake. Okay, now I want to just shape the face a little bit more. So I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, and I'm going for a powder because I want there to be a bit more longevity. And did you know that this is a refillable product? Look, there's a hole at the bottom there where you can ping out the palette. I'm not going to do it now because that'll just spell disaster. And I'm using the shade number 2, and it comes in a great range of colours, this one. So where I'm placing it is sandwiched between the, not in the contour, but not quite on the highlight. Almost where you put your blush, essentially, but just extending it out. And what this will do is shapes the face beautifully. Take it right into the hairline, onto your ears if they're out, across the nose. Just those typical, can you see how this colour story is beginning to match here a bit more? I go quite an unusual, I've got a brush hair on me. I go quite a reddy golden brown when I tan. It almost looks quite hot a lot of the time. So it's quite hard to mimic in the skin. So I just try and get the base undertone to kind of match. Right, next I'm going in with the NARS. Loving these. This is the Air Matte Blush. This is like a moussey kind of formula. So if you were to dip your finger in, you could like touch the bottom. It's not wet, wet, wet like a wet kind of liquid blush. I'm going for a colour because I'm going to go quite a bright lip. It's kind of like, when it goes on, obviously it's a kind of warmer, kind of peachy hue, but it has a tiny bit of pink on it that picks up kind of on my skin. I'm using that same By Joy brush. Oh, I forgot to say what other brush I used. It was the By Joy for the bronzer. It was the 04, again, multi-use brush. So what I'm trying to do is flick the brush coming down. So I'm trying not to do this, and then you end up with that round blob. I'm trying to come down, so it's kind of really sheared out by the time it hits my cheek, if you get me. If you get me. And if you're not sure where to place brush, I can't talk. Basically go across from the nostril, and then you want to go to the edge of the pupil, basically where your arch hits on your brow. That's kind of where you want to, that's your mapping point. So whether you want to apply it directly on the apple or slightly further back from it, that's your kind of mapping point of where a good place for your face will really work. And I like to just get whatever excess is left and just kind of tickle it on the eyes, the nose, shoulders, knees and toes, but not your toes. You can, no judgment here. And then I'm going to go in with the Sweed pencil because I just want to, this is called Bright, put that in the waterline. So I want this to look like super summery, super fresh. I always love to give it a good slow blink for dramatic effect, dun, 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 because it just settles it in a bit better. And I normally find if you do it at the start, you might need to top it up by the end so you kind of know your eye would have watered a bit out. Right, brow product. This is really lovely. Been loving this by Beauty Pie. It's a new product, Archeology Eyebrow Sculpting Gel. I like to use the shade Blonde just to soften the look of the hair. So I go back. Thought I wasn't filming then. I go back and then I go forward. Check out my gravel pit. That's the way I'm reveling. And it's got small fibres in, so it beefs up your brow. And for me, because I've got quite a decent brow as is, I don't necessarily have to kind of do filling in with any other product. I can just use this on its own. This suffices for me. And see here, I've got a bit of a gap. I'm just using the tip of the wand just to tickle a little bit of colour. A little bit of colour on there. Like so. Depending on how detailed I do. If I was doing like a really detailed brow, I'd add a, you know, add a bit of pen. But you know, this is just a quick summer cute vibe, you know. We're on that cute piazza in Barcelona or Italy, so we're gonna pretend we are and look the part. Okay, you with me? You with me? Love that. And then it kind of sets quite nicely. It's not the hardest cut. It doesn't leave your brows crunchy, if you get me. Crunch. Vieve Caramel Eye Wand. Hello. Actually, no. No, before I do that, I'm going to do my top waterline. Now that's kind of settled a little bit. Top waterline with Earthquake by Marc Jacobs Beauty. Love these pencils. So I'm going to pop that right in the top waterline because I want it to see how that just instantly makes your lashes look thicker. It just gives that depth at the root of the lash. And I look the opposite way. So currently I'm looking at Magnus lying on the little table next to me. Magnus is my cat, if you don't know. Ooh. Right, there we go. Lovely stuff. And that stays in really well. Because I don't have a huge amount of lid space, I want to maximise the product that goes on my eye and not take it up with eyeliner. So I'm drawing the Vieve pencil at the gosh, I really can't talk today, soz. At the root of my lid, you know, the base of my eyelid. And I'm just going to smudge that with my finger. So I've just done a line essentially. And then smudged it out. Just doing a kind of like dabbing. And I can feel that kind of beginning to dry up. So that gives me this beautiful kind of, and it is just called caramel, isn't it? No, it's called camel. Camel. It's gorgeous kind of sandy, literally camel shade, along the lash line, so it just looks very undone and eleganza for our little time at the piazza. Now I'm going to go in and curl the lashes. So secret to curling lashes, my friends, is to, got fluff on my face, is to hold the lash, pop your lashes in, don't clamp away straight away. What you want to do then is lift it, so it's like 45 degree, almost tucked into your brow bone. Look down as you do it, and then curl and pump down the root. Can you see the difference? My lashes naturally sit really far straight down, like a little slide, which is really cool, but I'm not water park. I want to look cute and flirty. So I pump, these are Tweezerman lash colours. They're just a limited edition blue one. And as you probably know, all products will be listed below. Now I'm going to go in the Sweed mascara. I love this one. It's got a really nice kind of comby wand. So what this allows me to do is get really close to the root of the lash whilst pulling and separating the lashes, but it applies a generous coat so you get a really beautiful look with it. Like it's not really kind of thin looking, they really plump up the lashes. And I just did a little bit on the top, so what I did is I turned the wand around and twisted it just to like really grip. I would like to do a video one day using their lashes. Let me know below if you'd like to see that. There we go, what do we think? And with mascara, a good trick to not get it everywhere and then she gets it on her blimmin' cheek. No, that's a beauty mark, I already had it there. I don't know what you're on about. What I'm doing is I'm looking down into a mirror, so I'm at a 45 degree angle to apply my mascara so I don't get it like all over my lid. Then I'm just gonna whoop, curve that. So I'm just trying to comb everything and make it uniform because I have some of those like mental lashes that just do not like to play ball. And I have been using the Sweed lash serum and in my brows, and it's blinking amazing. Blinking amazing, I tell you. Well, the cat's just yawning at me. He's like, Mum, you're really boring. Right, I'm going to leave this to dry, so pretend that's not there. Once it's dry, I'm going to show you how to take it off. Right, wrong lipstick. This is my most favourite kind of staple. If I'm on holiday, this is the sort of makeup I'll do for going out. Yeah. Lady Danger. This is a limited edition packaging, so ignore the packaging. It's just fabulous. Look at that. This just screams summer holiday. Now I'm going to show you how to remove this. So you wait for it to dry completely and it doesn't smudge. Just get a cotton bud. Look at that. Comes off. I just want to add one more finishing touch, which is a highlight. There's just not enough glow in this for me. You know I love a glow. And you can see how this foundation, it very much looks like silk, but it doesn't look really wet on. So for me personally, I don't generally powder my skin, but if you do like a bit of powder, go for it. This is the RMS Living Luminizer. I love this highlight. It just looks like balmy kind of skin, just in the right places. Oh, it just elevates any makeup look. I love it. Gonna do the inner corner of the eye. One of my favourite places to highlight. And you've just got to use a small amount of product. A little goes a really long way. You don't want to use too much. And I just pat it on. And you just want to make sure there's no kind of hard edges. So move your face, see what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. And there you have the finished look. What do you think? It's so simple and easy to do. I love it. And it just makes me feel so good and just happy, which I think we all need, right? If you don't follow me on Instagram, head over there to see more daily content, more on the cats as well. It's very good to see the cats. They love the love that you give them too. I upload every Sunday, so I'll see you next week. Thank you so much.